Today we will read why do we need a constitution. In the previous class we have also read about democratic constitution in South Africa and how the democratic constitution was implemented in South Africa and what was the struggle of the peoples of the South Africa to be implement their constitution. And we have also read about Nelson Mandela, and he was became the first president of South Africa after the implementation of constitution on 26th of April 1994. And today we will discuss why do we need a constitution. We have also read this section in the previous class, and we have also understand that how the people of South Africa sit together to plan a new constitution for their country. And in South Africa the black community was in majority and the white community was in minority, but the black community peoples struggle against the white minority government under the leadership of Nelson Mandela. But after the long struggle, and the Nelson Mandela imprisoned for 20 years 28 years, and after that he was released by the white minority government, and decided to release Nelson Mandela from the prison. And both of the communities sit together to make a constitution for South Africa. And after the long negotiations, both parties agreed to a compromise. The white agreed to the principles of majority rule and that one of person one vote. They also agreed to accept some basic rights for the poor and the workers. The blacks agreed that majority rule would not be absolute. They agreed that the majority would not take away the property of the white minority. The compromise was not easy. How was this compromise going to be implemented even if they managed to trust each other? What was the guarantee that this trust will not be broken in future? So many questions raised in their minds against another groups, like the black communities peoples think against the white minority peoples, and the white minority peoples against think the black majority people. So that time the need of the trust between each other, and they were agreed to one person and one vote and one value. So many questions raised during the discussing time, and finally they decided to implement it and to make a constitution of South Africa. So they all the communities sit together to make a constitution, and finally the constitution was implemented on 26th of April 1994. But in the previous sections we have also read that what is the constitution. And the constitution is a set of rules that determines the responsibility of the government as well as the citizen of the country. But we will discuss a constitution does many things, because there are 4 points as given in this section, and these all 4 points mention about the features of the constitution and what facilities provided by the constitution in a democratic country. The first one is it generates a degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for different kind of the people to live together. And the constitution generated trust between the different kinds of the people in a country. Just like when we talk about the South Africa, and the South African society was divided on the basis of the races, and so the people's trust, because black peoples does not trust on the white peoples, and the white peoples do not trust with the black community peoples, because black peoples in a majority and white peoples in minority in South Africa. But that time they were discussing about the constitutional and about the democratic system, and they were sit together, you know. The second one, it specifies how the government will be constituted and who will have power to take which decisions. And the second features of the constitution, and why do we know the constitution, the government have also the powers and who will take the powers and who will take to the decisions. And third one is it lays down limits on the powers of the government and tells us what the rights of the citizens are. And the constitution has also specifies that the who have the powers and what are the limits of the powers of the government, and it tells us also and what are the rights of the citizen in a country. And the fourth one is it expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. And the constitution is also express the aspiration of the people and how can we create a good society in a democratic country. All the countries that have constitutions are not necessarily democratic, but all countries that are democratic will have constitutions. After the war of independence against Great Britain, the American gave themselves a constitution. After the revolution, the French people approved a democratic constitution. Since then, it has become a practice in all democracies to have a written constitution. And it's not necessary in a democratic country, in a constitution is necessary in a democratic country, but in a democratic country constitution is necessary. Okay, सभी जो देश, जैसे मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था कि ये आवश्यक नहीं होता है कि जिस देश में संविधान है वो लोकतांत्रिक हो, लेकिन जो देश लोकतांत्रिक होता है वहाँ संविधान अवश्य होता है। ठीक है, जैसे अगर हम अमेरिका की बात करें तो अमेरिकियों ने जब अपना संविधान स्थापित किया था तो उन्होंने ग्रेट ब्रिटेन के खिलाफ जो है अपनी स्वतंत्रता के लिए युद्ध लड़ा, और स्वतंत्रता के लिए युद्ध लड़ने के बाद उन्होंने एक संविधान की स्थापना की। फ्रांस के बारे में हम पढ़ चुके हैं हिस्ट्री के अंदर, फर्स्ट चैप्टर में फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन के बारे में पढ़ा। 1789 में जब फ्रांस में क्रांति हुई तो लोगों ने वहाँ के राजतंत्र के खिलाफ विद्रोह कर दिया था, और जब वो उस विद्रोह में सफल हुए तो उसके बाद 1791 में फ्रांस जो है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्ची बना। वो हम पहले ही सब कुछ डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। आज तक भी अगर आप देखेंगे तो सभी जो लोकतांत्रिक देश हैं वहाँ एक रिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होता है। अब हम अगले सेक्शन में जो पढ़ेंगे वो हम पढ़ेंगे मेकिंग ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। ठीक है ना।